During those first few hours, we had no idea. We came out of hospital, no complications. The next morning, the midwives noticed that he was a little blue around the lips, and we were rushed to Starship. And from that point on, we had about 20 doctors and specialists trying to figure out what was wrong with him. Initially, they thought he might have an infection, but soon they discovered he had a heart defect, and quite a serious one, meaning he had to have immediate surgery just to keep him alive. I just remember looking into the ICU and the surgeon giving us the thumbs up and thinking, what a little fighter he was. Less than a week later, he had undergone open heart surgery to repair his heart, and a year on, we still have to remind ourselves what he's been through and what the future holds for him. It's probably more than any of us will have to deal with in a lifetime, and he's just one of so many kids that have to battle this for the rest of their lives. Some will need multiple surgeries and some won't make it past their teens. Heart kids have been there for us right from the start, and they'll continue to be there every step of the way.
Hey everyone, welcome along to Trackside with Kokpit. Booker and Kins back on a special week of the build-up to the Pollock Cranes Superstock Teams Invitation at Huntly International Stadium. Good to have Books with me, who's actually parked up at the track at Huntly, just checking the weather out. There's a little bit of drizzle around for the Tuesday, but we'll keep you up to date on how things are travelling weather-wise, even though we know there's a little bit of rain with some of the guys that are going to join us. Tonight we got a special, the Gisborne Giants, and of course later on, the boys from the Rotorua Rebels. Hey, Books, mate, how's your Tuesday going?
Yeah, it's going good, mate. I got out to the track here nice and early this morning to fix up some camera problems we had last night that failed before last night's show. But the weather here has been not bad. It's just been a little bit of drizzle every now and again, and it sort of went round us most of the time today at the track. So everything's looking positive, mate. It's all positive coming into this meeting this weekend. Of course, our Heart Kids auction on Friday night is slowly gathering momentum. I'll put a picture up later of some more stuff that turned up today, which was a big toolbox actually from Repco Huntly with some tools as well. So it's pretty cool, man. The stuff that's coming in for this auction is really awesome. The support from everybody is fantastic. We've also got Ethan with us right from the Giants, but he's also got a voucher to bid on as well, which will be like a paint job on your stock car or mini stock. I think he could probably explain it better. But yeah, kids, it's things are really starting to move on up, with this.
Well, here's hoping, mate, we get through Wednesday, Thursday, do a big night with the auction for Heart Kids, you say, on Friday. And then, of course, let's bring on the racing. The tournament draw we did last night for those. The Warriors take on the Kings, the All-Stars Rebels, the Wanderers and the Giants, and the Busters take on the Giants development team as well. And thanks to everyone who shared some of the posts around that and got the message out there as well. Just a note too, we did note today that TWS Paradise Valley has a list of the celebrities that will be racing as well on Friday 15-16, the Valvoline Superstock Charity Invitation, which is going to be massive. Some names that most will know, but you can see the awesome people who are giving up their Superstocks for these celebrities to drive. Fingers crossed. What is it? Third or fourth time lucky that we get this event up and going,
mate. And we will be doing a show with some celebrities on that in the build up to that show. And also don't forget, that'll be the weekend that we will be doing, there's 2 sim rigs at Rotorua. And you can race and win a prize, and I think there's family passes available. I think Sam from there's got it all sorted, but it's going to be an awesome event, that event as well, you know, like, and doing the sim and stuff. But of course the triples this weekend there anyway, but this weekend is all about Huntly International Speedway, mate. All about the teams, all about the auction. First teams meeting for the year. People are fizzing. They're pumped. It's just going to be awesome, mate. I'm pumped. I'm so excited. I got here on Monday. Why the cars?
You're living there,
mate. Well, I had to run around the track by myself today. Get in the middle there and do a couple of laps and pretend I was a stock car. Bop, bop. And then I tripped over and hit the wall, nearly knocked myself out. No.
Have you taken your little bloody truck around the track for a drive? Have you taken it for a
I was
burn?
tempted to, mate. I was tempted to, but then I thought, oh no, what if I get stuck?
Red will kick your ass if you did it. All right, we better bring in the Giants boys. They would bring in Tim Ross and Ethan Rees. They better bring them in. Yep.
There we go. Bring the boys in. There they are. Hey guys.
How's it going?
Good, man.
Awesome. Oh, what the hell? Look at that flash-looking car behind you, Ethan. Who's that car?
Oh, someone called Peter Rees. He's just someone small, you know.
Yeah. Oh, there's that guy that had my overalls. I've got his new overalls. I wore them last night. Hey, Tim, mate, how are you?
Not too bad yourself?
We're good, mate. Like Booker said, we're fizzing. We're looking forward to this Saturday, eh?
It's always a good week leading up to teams racing, that's for sure.
Yeah, mate. What is it about teams? You know, the fans want to come out and check out teams bloody racing. Now, you two guys, you know, been in the teams mix for a little while now, but what is it though? You know, when I ask a driver if they prefer solo racing or teams, 99% of them want to go do bloody teams. So what do you reckon of this team? Tim, what is it?
Well, it's just more adrenaline, gets you more going, and then obviously a team sport's always better. Like when you play rugby and footy, it's all team environment and get on. I'm pretty much good mates with pretty much everyone on our team now, and you pretty much just get that bond and gel together, and it just makes that much better when you win.
Yeah, no different for you, eh, Ethan? You just want to get out there and do what you need to do. Do the biz on the track, mate.
Yeah, and as Tim said, it's all about that team environment. Get a good group of guys together, and I guess if you're with each other off the track, you'll sort of bond on the track. So it's all part of that team environment and the fact of just loving the teams racing experience and the side of things there.
All right, so who makes up the Gisborne Giants? Who makes up the team aside from you two?
So I don't know if it's been properly released yet, but obviously it's myself, Tim, Josh, Jamie Hamilton, James Clark, and then at this stage, Dad to me sixth driver, just to give us young guys a good run, and he can sort of watch from the sidelines and sort of see where our weaknesses are and go from there, really.
Okay, you excited, Tim? Are you looking forward to being a Huntley again for this event?
Yeah, it's going to be good, eh? We normally have a pretty good run at Huntley, so hopefully we can carry that form through for this weekend and get some good gelling going together for leading up into the bigger events with Palmy. And so Huntley's always an awesome meeting. Good solid 8 teams this year, so it's good to have 2 extra teams compared to the 6 we had last year because of the push to the end of the year.
Yeah, mate. Hey, Ethan, already been on the track. I think you had your opening meeting out at Wanganui, was that right?
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry, no, my first meeting was Gisborne.
Yeah.
I've done 2 meetings up there this season and been relatively good, so that's the main thing.
Relatively
what about
good.
you, Tim?
You're doing pretty good at Gisborne, mate. I think you came out on top there, didn't you?
Oh, it's same cars last year, so it's sort of hop in and go, but it's always good to get a few meetings under your belt and just make sure the car's not going to fall apart and be into it, really, eh?
We got the most likes for any post that weekend on our cockpit, and all it was you and your new bright orange overalls and shoes, mate. People loved it.
Yeah, what a superstar, eh? They're pretty cool. Those overalls are designed by Lightning Race Gear from Wanganui here. I think they get printed in Aussie. And my old boss, Jake Baker from Wheelcheck, supplied mine and Josh's overalls, so they're definitely cool overalls, and I'll definitely promote them for anyone that wants. I was on the look for custom-made overalls because they're comfy and they meet our standards. So yeah, good.
What about your overalls, Tim? What do they look like?
I just got brand new overalls this year too, actually. I'm trying to copy Ethan, obviously. moved up in the world, got some customs.
Yeah.
So at least I'm not the odd one out.
Peter will be the odd one out, mate, I tell you.
You can't tell him that.
Yeah. So what colour are yours? What colour are yours? Orange as well?
Nah, they bring out Ethan's eyes better than mine, being orange. Mine is white, silver, and black. So do the job for me.
Yeah, mate. Have you had a chance to hit the dirt this season so far? You done any laps?
Yeah, I've done 2.5 meetings down in Christchurch because we had a rain out halfway through the meeting. So it's good to have a run down there. The old boys sorted out my car since I'm so busy up here with work. So yeah, had a couple of little issues, but just little small things, so it wasn't too bad. So I've had a pretty good run so far, which is good.
And how things been with you, Ethan? Pretty busy, you know, with the off season, with work and everything like that going on, and going to be dad again soon. Just been pretty full on, mate.
Yeah, definitely got obviously heavy work commitments. We had them anyway before I bought the place, but I guess I've got more responsibilities now. So Saturdays I need to be working. So just been doing that, and like I say, looking after my little boy Archie, along with Brittany. Obviously, she does majority of the parenting, but I just sort of do what I need to do. And then yeah, got another one due in late December. So definitely got plenty going on, as well as racing stock cars. So yeah.
Cool. Hey, just want to say a quick good evening to Tanya, who's on board, Tracy Vincent, Wayne Alton, Cody's there, Kerry Gates, Richard and Trudy, Flynn Ashton, Troy Rusco, Tyler Ingram, Paul Mason, Mark Goodman, Scott Honeybone, Therese Patrick, Jason Coley, Jude's watching as well, Warren. Hey, to all of you, it's always good to have you on board watching. That's what we do it for. It's for the fans that tune up, and we're going to continue this right through to the weekend, obviously. Josh Barton, Sheepy's got to sort out his street stock, make it look. I see someone had to lift the front of his bloody street stock and put it on the trailer properly, mate. He drove it a bit too far, did something stupid. Corbin's watching as well. What up, fellas? Dave Thomas. Madhu's always watching. He's always a good viewer, like many others on the show. Dave Thomas. Warren's there. Levi's watching, mate. The list just goes on. All these people who love teams and looking forward to the big weekend. As he mentioned, it's all happening this coming Saturday. Weather-wise, look, just keep an eye on, I'm guessing, the Huntley International Speedway Facebook page. As Fiona and Red said with us last night, they will put an update there. They don't like people to travel big distances, especially the weather's going to turn to custard, but just keep an eye on the Facebook page and maybe the website. That's where they'll update it. From memory, I'm pretty sure that's right, Books.
Yeah, they will contact everybody as soon as it happens. So there's no point all those out there that they say run rings and rings and rings, but I think Red and Fiona will be watching it, making a call. But look, it's I think it's going to be fine. I think we're going to have a great night. Friday night, we're going to have a great night. Saturday night racing, teams racing. I mean, it's due. Everything's due, mate. You know, we're due this season to have racing every weekend, and it's going to happen. I'm pretty confident, mate. Pretty confident it's going to happen. Yeah. Right. So have you guys sat down and had any team tactics talks already? Or are you going to do it all on Saturday?
I'll let Timmy answer that one.
Nah, she'll be on Saturday.
Just is it just before you go out to the bloody track and see what happens, or well before it? Yeah, just before the go.
Yeah, sort of about the like an hour before we have a bit of a hui, just a bit of a chat, nothing major, and then once we do our drive meeting and grand parade, we sort of have a formal, I guess, team race chat, and go from there really. But it's pretty relaxed buzz from our side of things. We've sort of obviously got the master in the background there to control us, and he knows when to sort of do those chats, so it's all fresh in our mind. There's no point doing it at 10 o'clock in the morning, because by the time you get to race time, you've forgotten it, you're already hopped up. So we take a pretty cool, calm and collected approach to the whole event, to be honest.
Wicked.
So what? So how do you build up, Tim, for the week? How do you build yourself up for teams? Do you do anything special as opposed to a normal race meeting, mate, or do you just think, oh well, racing on Saturday?
Nah, pretty chill normally. Just work, focus. Maybe don't go for beers on a Thursday. That's probably about it. At the start, I don't know, the first couple of years you do it, I guess you're pretty nervous and you try to get sleep because you struggle or whatever it is. But now it is what it is. You don't really care. You just focus on what you got to do. We've got one team to verse straight up. We've got to try beat them, so it'll be a good race to start up with, and you just worry about that on the day.
I think you're like me, mate. I'll be struggling to bloody sleep. You know, I'd be buggered. I'd just be so empty in bed. It's like
I'm just spectating, mate, and I can't sleep. I'm so sorry.
What
You
about
sleep
you,
well the
Ethan?
day after, I can tell you that's for sure, because you're normally a little bit better.
How do you prep yourself, Ethan? What do you do prep wise?
Much the same what Tim does, to sort of do your normal job as you do during the daytime and sort of try not to worry about anything else. And then it's pretty much when it gets to sort of race day or even at night time now, when you're sort of working on the car, that you sort of go over your car a bit more thorough, make sure everything's not fall off it and stuff like that. But the real focus hits sort of Saturday morning on your way to the event, or even the night before. Like Tim said, try to get a good night's sleep, but it can sometimes be quite hard to get that sort of get your mind rest and that. So
Yeah.
But much the same, just sort of Saturday's a big one.
Hey, obviously, at the racing we did the draw last night. You're taking on the local team, the Wanderers. They'll have a big vocal crowd there, no doubt, with their Mulu bells and everything like that. They're pretty vocal. They're good supporters of their anything they do when it comes down to the Mulu country. But the Wanderers, you won't take them lightly, especially with their home crowd, being there.
Definitely, any one of these 8 teams can go ahead and win this event this weekend. So the Wanderers have got quite a young team, same as last year. Similar young guys as last year. And they're sort of a bit unpredictable, and they're sort of a bit unknown to what they're going to do. One thing we know is they love to go fast and hit things, which is awesome. Tim's disappeared.
Yeah, he disappeared off and on there for a couple of seconds. He'll try and get himself to come back. Matt Fuller, looking forward to the weekend. Should be a big weekend, mate. Blair Uhlenberg, Tim Ross, hurry up. You're late for sweeper teams. Well, when we get back, we'll talk to him. We're going to ask...
might have tried to ring him, Kinzor. His phone's gone flat.
Is he trying to ring you, Ethan, is he?
He was there. He'll come back. When he comes back, we'll bring him back in.
Yep.
I'll bring it back.
We'll carry on. Just grab one of those boys behind you, mate. Say, come here.
Race season wise for the upcoming season, Ethan, I'm guessing you got a pretty full on schedule, mate? Because obviously you've done well last season with what you achieved at the New Zealand, the 240s. You got a pretty full on season.
To be honest, I actually don't. I'm going to do Huntley teams obviously this weekend, providing it goes ahead. And then probably from Huntley teams, my next meeting will be New Zealand champs. To be honest.
Wow!
I've got a wedding on the GP weekend, which is in Wanganui, so I can't do that. And then the charity meeting is sort of our busy time at work, and with the baby due, I sort of can't commit to that meeting. So next time you'll probably see me racing will be NZ champs in January. So but then after that we'll be into it full steam. So
yeah. Wow. All right, now you're back, Tim. You got us clear and everything. You can see it. You're all good, mate.
Yeah, Jason Long was trying to be a funny bugger and just ring me non-stop.
We're wanting to get him on to talk saloons in a few weeks, probably anyway, so you can do the same thing back to him, mate.
Yeah, hope he fucking breaks one of his fiberglass front bumpers.
Hey, just quickly, Tim Harley, Rob, when Harley jumps in to watch the show, it's going to be funny. Ask him how fast he is around Bathurst in a V8 supercar.
Oh, so I was on the simulator. We're having time trials. I was actually having a real good lap for once. Normally I make it 2 corners and I'm crashing, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Took the piss. I was going down there. I said, lap of the gods, and I binned it massive. So you can take the piss out of me and my driving skill. It's not very talented.
Oh, we'll have to get you guys on the simulator because we're going to have 2 simulators. There'll be 2 simulators at the Celebrity Challenge weekend. Are you guys going to that meeting?
Yep.
Yeah, well, you're not going, Ethan? No. Oh,
no, he won't be. No.
Well, we'll get you on that one there. We're going to have the our stock car mod going around there for you guys to try, and all the people and the fans. So you better see how good you go on a simulator around Rotorua.
Give it a go.
I got a question here from Daniel. I think that's Shans with Sparky. What's the one team you're looking forward to racing? Do you look forward to racing against
this year or this weekend? Or?
Yeah, is it this weekend or for the whole season?
Let's go. Say this weekend. Let's go this weekend.
Oh, I'm not gonna. I'm always a fan of racing the Kings, in my honest opinion.
You want to hit your brother, eh?
Oh no, it's always a good. Well, any team race is a good hard race, but you know that Ashley's going to give 150%, and he always does. So it's always a good race against him.
Tim?
Yeah, probably have to go with Ethan as well. It's always a hard race when you go against Kiki. You always come out with some pretty wrecked gear, but I'd also like to verse Wanganui. A few of my good mates are in there, so it's good for bragging rights.
we just had a question there too. Someone saying, ask Ethan what he thinks of the up and coming Superstock races in Wanganui, because they are coming along strong, aren't they, Wanganui?
Yeah, they are. They've got some good cars behind them, some good gear, some good backing and sponsorship wise. And yeah, they're going to come a long way with obviously the likes of Ryan Marshall coming up again for the ranks now, and obviously Trent James has been promoted to 6th driver, so I think they've got some big things to look forward to.
Yeah, I think
they definitely do.
I think they are too. I think they're going to be a team we're going to need to just look at seriously in the upcoming times, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's exciting actually, isn't it? So I mean, it's exciting the talent that we have in this class now, and the quality of cars, and for your teams racing now. I mean, you guys are both young fellas, but back in the day, you knew who was going to run, you knew who was going to block. You know, now you just don't know. Do you find that more of a challenge as the cars have got better to try and read in the race for yourselves? I'll start with you, Tim.
Oh, the reading the race is still the same, because if they're a blocker, they're a blocker. So I don't know, you just pick it up as you go. Kind of if you're blocking, you can kind of, the first cars that come around, you can kind of read who's on the lead lap and who's blocking. So for me, whether their roles change or whatever, it still stays the same. Like, I guess if we change our tactics, it would still be pretty similar as well for them to read.
Yeah.
Just depends, like, many teams start the team race is different. Like, some hold the brakes, which splits the race straight away, so you can tell who's going to block and who's going to run. And then if it's a free-for-all in the first corner, then it kind of gets a little bit more messy, but you can kind of pick it up pretty quick.
Yeah, and you, Ethan, what about you?
Yeah, much same with what Tim said, but I think the one thing that's changed is everyone's on the same page now in terms of speed and quality of car. Like if you wind the clock back, say 5-6 years ago, you would pick Randall to be a blocker, which he still is now. Randall Chandler, but he can still obviously pull out the running factor as well. And obviously same as Josh Prentice, you know, if you wind the clock back, same 5 years ago, he was predominantly a blocker and really good at it, and he still is now. But he can still pull out that running role if he needs to. So I think it's still, like Tim said, the roles are the roles, but I think you'll find the people that used to be the first one in turn one can also be the first person you'll see behind you in turn one as well. You know, he can be a run man as well. So, but that just comes with quality of car and more confidence.
Yeah.
And definitely, it's just the way the sport's gone, to be honest. In a good way, by all means, in a good way, because it means you can have more universal team players as such. So.
He's not dedicated roles as such as the days gone by. Now, like you just said, anything can switch just like that, and the car, the speed they can do these days, anyone can just click. Hey, just for you too, mate, Jason Long said they're plastic, mate, not fiber.
Oh, that was a little dig at Speedway New Zealand with their changes they're making to saloons.
Yeah. Ricky Davis said, turn your microwave off and you won't lag there, Tim. That's from Ricky.
Yeah. Hey, do you think it's been an advantage for yourself with teams racing, Ethan, learning off your dad? Do you think it's helped you advance a little bit quicker than most when it comes to first teams race and getting it done, the job done? And even for Tim as well, I mean, being around Pete, I mean, has that made it, do you think that helps you, makes it an easier transition to teams race, having someone like that there?
I'll definitely be lying if I said that didn't make it easier. Having lots of dad, and obviously when I got the teams racing, Ashley had already done 2 or 3 seasons in teams as well, so I've had both of them to gauge off and to learn off. But for our thing, probably same as Tim, we're quite fortunate of social media and YouTube and GoPros and whatnot. And back in the day when you had like the likes of Brendan Higgy and the Shane Harwoods and the actual top dogs that weren't obviously at Dad's level, but they were still punching. They were good to watch on the in cars and understand what they do and whatnot. And I just sat down and just watched in cars my whole flipping the week before teams champs to understand what to do and what not to do in certain situations. So yeah, I've been fortunate to have that, and obviously have the learning of Asher and Dad as well to make my life a whole lot easier. So yeah.
Wow. It's just good to know, eh?
Yeah,
The use of
someone else told us that once too, didn't they, Kins, that they used to watch a lot of in-car and that, like Ethan, that was Jaden Ward said he did the same thing. He used to watch a lot of in-cars and stuff. What about you, Tim? Did you do that type of thing, or how'd you?
Yeah, when I still watch a little bit now, not as much as when I first started, just watching how to shift cars easier and certain ways to move them and how to hit them to unsettle their car so you can get past and stuff. Done a lot of like that kind of stuff, but yeah, watch probably more out car kind of stuff to see car positioning, how they're rolling when they're blocking and kind of stuff like that. That's what I kind of look to pick up a bit more.
Yeah. Hey, Booker mentioned Jaden Ward there just a couple of minutes ago, and Steve Fletcher put a good question up here, and both of you talked a bit about Kings and the Warriors, maybe one of the big teams to go up against. His question was, if the Eagles were there, would they be a threat to this event if the New Zealand champ team come up? I suppose they would be, eh?
Yep, I think they would be. They've got once again, they've got good backing, good cars, and good drivers, and they seem to have that luck factor as such, because luck is a big part of our sport, no matter what anyone says. And they seem to always, get through the Palmy teams, for example, and they seem to dominate when they turn up, no matter what. So they would be a threat. I think they'd probably, in all fairness, I think any team would benefit coming to the likes of this Huntley event, especially for pre-team, big teams, to get an understanding on cars and who drivers and that. So I think they'll definitely go well. Yep.
I think
it's a good thing too, having a teams. Yeah, no, I think it's a good thing having like this teams event prior to maybe some of the bigger meetings. Get you out there and race ready in some sense, instead of kind of doing what you normally do as your single championship title side of things, and then before you know it, February's here and you're bloody right into it. So yeah, I think it's a good thing on this side of Christmas to have a teams event, eh?
Yeah, not being selfish or anything, but I think it actually benefits Gisborne more than any other team because we've got two teams there. So I mean, if myself, Tim, Dad, or Josh or Jamie fall injured or sick the week of teams champs, we can comfortably rely on the likes of the James brothers or the Penn or the Sam Hughes or the Jace Jones. So we've actually got that back step already blooded as such. They can hop straight in and sort of be in a role. So yeah, I think it helps us firstly twice in a way. Yeah.
Let's talk about that young team, because we caught up with a couple of them last night, Tyler and Sam, and mate, they really gave to you last year at Huntley, eh? Or last time.
Yeah, they did. I think I only done about 2 or 3 laps, and I beat my corner around, so I was stuffed. But then again, they threw everything at us, including the kitchen sink, and made Dad do a big tumble and whatnot. But like I say, that's where that universal role comes into play. And Josh Prentice went from a pretty much almost a blocking role to a running role and won the race for us. So we're lucky to have that under our belt, and lucky the other guys sort of covered up for what mine and me and Dad done, because it was pretty much pitiful. Once again, they threw everything at us for the whole meeting. Really, they were the standout team of that weekend, I thought.
Yeah. And a good comment too from Mark Goodman with your team in regards to the Giants. It's like a lot of teams, and the answer to this is pretty right what he said. A team that's been together consistently must be key. Solid selections, and somewhere along the line, that consistency is going to come through, and you come out on the winning end of things. So yeah, a lot of teams have done it, and obviously your dad, in regards to what they've done with that clean sweep with the Panthers, he would know a lot more around that. We spoke to Pete about that a little while back as well. Giants versus Junior Giants final. Scott Honeybone reckons. Ask Tim and Ethan what are their favourite tracks they like to race at, from Evan. Tim, what's your favourite track, mate?
Probably Nelson.
Oh wow, didn't see that coming.
No.
Okay. Why?
Oh, it's just fast momentum, and it's like fun to pass, good for battles, and then I don't know, I've just always enjoyed it there. Just clean, fast racetrack. Always normally pretty good surface, doesn't rut up too much. So yeah.
Ethan,
I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and not with Tim, but join probably Rotorua. To be honest, I love that track. It's a good atmosphere. It's always the track prep second to none in my opinion. But like Tim said, I mean, if we travel to Nelson more often, I'd probably like that track. But I've only done a handful of laps around here, and the laps I did do, I enjoyed it. But Greater Vegas is my favourite track, to be honest.
Cool. Oh well, I suppose we'll probably we should probably let you guys go. You got plenty of work to do behind you there, Ethan, by the looks of things, and Tim's got to catch some sleep. So
he's got dinner. Have you got dinner, haven't you, mate? You got dinner, eh?
Yeah, I just took it out of the oven when I jumped on. So,
all right. I'll go let you eat. Hey, just quickly, I know before I let you go, Brock's got a question here. How good do you think Team GB may be this year coming over? Obviously, they're going to be at the 240s, but second year back, it'll be good to have them back. They pretty put on a bloody good show in Palmy, so they're going to be good.
Yep. Once again, they're another strong team, and from what I believe, they've got some good cars, if not the same cars they had last season. So, and they finished 4th last season. So, yeah, they're always a good contingent. They can always win it, but they sort of sometimes, as previous years, they've fallen short. But they've always they're hard races, and when they're led by Frankie, you sort of expect nothing less, to be honest, because he's a freak of his own. So, yeah, man.
Also, Mitch, before we disappear with you guys, you going to have anything handy in Huntley or leave it all for later on? Merchandise?
We tend to leave our stuff till Palmy. We'll be full kitted up for Palmy teams, but no, this weekend's just more of a shakedown and get the cars right and get the drivers right, and then come Palmy, we're happy and we've released our new kit as such and our new merchandise. So we'll wait till Palmy. But I believe the development team has some. So
yes, they do. Yeah. But they don't do my size. You fellas have got to start making my size, eh?
Well, you're an XL, aren't you?
Yeah. When I was 1.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, boys. Hey, cheers. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah.
On the behalf of Giants, we want to thank obviously Books and Kins for doing this whole show. And not only that, but supporting Heart Kids, as it's been mentioned for the last month or so. It's a charity that doesn't get mentioned at all. I'm fortunate to have no one suffer from the heart, any heart disabilities, but I think it needs to get known. My sister-in-law down in Nelson's actually doing sort of similar thing to what you guys are doing, because I've got a friend that's got it, or has a heart disability. So, but no, it's a cool event. So make sure if you're online or if you're in Huntley and you want to go to Speedway to do the auction, don't hesitate. Just do it. Go spend some money. Even if it's $10, it's $10. It still goes towards a good cause. So definitely back these two lads that are running it. So thank you.
Cheers, mate. I appreciate it. And we'll see you on Saturday. Safe trip up, and we'll see you.
Going away.
Thanks, guys.
See ya. Yeah, Ethan Rees, Tim Ross representing the Gisborne Giants. We've got a pretty full-on week. We're going to catch up more drivers tomorrow and on Thursday. Then there's the boys here. We've got the live auction Friday, and we'll be down there with the commentary team out of Huntley International Speedway for the big event on Saturday. These two guys, well, they bring the fun to it all. You could call them the Roosters or the Rotorua Rebels. Let's bring in the Roosters, the Rooster boys, eh? Good bloody Roosters.
Let's bring these two bloody characters in, shall we, kids? There's AJ and there's Alan. Look at that. Hey, guys.
G'day, fellas.
Hey, fellas.
Hey.
Oh, it worked too, kids. That sound and everything worked straight away.
It's the Rotorua Roosters 1 and 2, eh? How are you, boys? How are you two?
Yeah, pretty good. Not too bad. Been hustling, been working on the car last night, so it'll be an early night tonight, but it's good. We're good.
Yeah.
Were you working on your car last night?
Trying to, at least I know how to work on my car, eh?
But no, I've been good, thanks, boys. Same old carry on, mate, milking cows, chasing these little tackers around, and then obviously starting this racing season. So, we're all looking forward to it.
Yeah, mate, I know you've hit the dirt. So, Alan, have you been on the dirt yet?
Yeah, did the club night at Rotorua on the Friday and left AJ in my dust, but it's all good.
You left me
got a bit of damage.
How did that first race go? Who won that first race?
I'll just let you win, but it's all good. Bloody club night tend to be rougher than a normal night, actually, but come out with a bit of damage, and a few of the boys had a bit of damage. It's all good, fun and games.
Yeah, fun and games. Mate, Melbourne Cup, weren't you over in Aussie just recently?
Yeah, tripping around.
AJ, isn't he, eh?
Living the dream, mate. Living the life of the rich and the famous, eh? Farmers milking cows.
Gotta go donate the money somewhere, eh?
Why'd you might as well take over bloody Rumney and do a fishing show the amount of times you've been out on the water, AJ?
Yeah, got a pretty good wife that lets me go out quite often. So yeah, we've been out there a few times, mate. Not so much during June and July and August with carving, but yeah, we sneak out a few trips here and there, mate, and go bloody put a bit of fish on our friends and family's doorstep. So it's good.
Hey, just before we talk about the fishing side of things, I just want to say thank you on behalf of Booker and I. I know they told us you're bringing us some crayfish. Is that right? No.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, sponsored for all you guys' work that you do. But nah, mate, there'll be a crayfish there for you guys whenever you want it. No drama.
Hey, thanks. Who put their comment in? Who the hell did they comment? Oh, Andrew Dredden. Hey, the boys had haircuts for the say. Oh, Sparky's watching.
Alan's always got good hair. I haven't got too much on top, so I'm trying to keep my face up.
Mine just keeps growing. I gotta fucking cut it back. I don't know about AJ. Just gotta. Someone just have to bite the bullet one day. Eh?
All right. On a serious note, though, obviously you got a big race up against the defending champs this coming Saturday. Auckland All-Stars, they'll be amped, and the crowd were happy to see a team to take that up to Auckland and win that actual inaugural Superstock invitation with the Pollock Cranes out of Huntley. What's it going to be like, up against the defending team? And, mate, you know what it's all about. Both of you have been there, done it before, and achieved top-end goals when it comes to teams. Alan, what do you reckon? Going to be tough?
Oh yeah, every team's race tough. They all turn out different, but I think both teams obviously got different personnel in them and giving a few different guys another go. And some of them having a first taste at it, but everyone will have their own game plan, and how it unfolds after that first couple of laps, I guess it's anyone's guessing. But should be a good tough race, eh? Yeah.
And you, AJ, up against the All Stars?
Yeah, much the same, mate. You respect every team. It's so neck and neck these days, and you just got to look straight off the bat at Randy T, what he can do by himself. So he'll be leading from the front, and then you've obviously got the sport with Lonergan, and he'll sit on that pole line all day long. So, things change off the line, but it's how quick people adapt and sit into their roles that will dictate how the race goes. But it'll be a hell of a match, that's for sure.
And with Dad managing the team, mate, give a bit of a boot up the backside, pull your finger out and do the job, eh?
Yeah. Usually keeps the kind of short and sharp with me, but you certainly know when you need to pull finger because he doesn't say too much, but so that's enough to tell you to do your job properly, But he's back in the saddle again for another year, and he'll give us as much info as we need, and then at the end of the day, it's kind of just up to us once we get belted in. So. Yeah, it'll be grouse, mate.
So you got
Damien. Oh. Sorry,
I was just saying. So you guys had a meeting tonight. Did you? The thing was that just to discuss all your plans for the weekend, or what's? And you've also got like kids were about to say, Damien Orr back in Rebels colours.
Yeah, no, we didn't have the meeting in the end. A few of the guys are pretty busy with work, and parents are pretty busy, and obviously you got a bit of damage there, so we couldn't really get all the cars there that early, and I think Kyle Ashton is only just picking up his team kit, so it was a bit disorganised to be able to get together today, but we'll all just meet early at the track and go from there, have a good convo and sort everything out from there.
What about Damien, though? Damien back in the team, how good is that, eh?
Yeah, real good to have him back. He's been there, done it before. He's been down to Palmy, and he's forever a top contender at Rotorua, like in that top 5 and winning races, and you can't fault his gear. So good to have him with a bit of background knowledge of being there, done that, and he'll be valuable for our team for sure. And then like how Alan said a bit earlier, Caleb Ashton is oh no, sorry, not Caleb. He's for Auckland. He's our first race, but his brother Kyle is they've both put their names for the Rebels. So to have Kyle in there, he's super quick around Rotorua and knowledge from his old man, and that whole family will be second to none. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how he goes.
Yeah, then of course Robbie Morrison there as well, eh?
Yeah, Robbie's been there. He's done the hunting teams before, and he's willing to put his car on the line. So he's definitely a valued member. So should be good to let him have a taste of it again and put his best foot forward.
So what you said to start, Alan, you done the club meeting. Have you done anything else since that or prior to that, or what's been happening?
No, just flying by the wind, really.
I thought so.
been a bit slack with the old race cars, but the old girl is still ready to go from Palmy Teens. So just unwrapped her and gave it a wash and started up, and away she goes.
Did you get going a little bit, or was there a bit of a problem? Like, what was your problem there?
Oh, just parked cars got in the way, eh?
I thought you had the gears on the wrong way in your diff, bro.
Oh, yeah. Didn't have the big girl on top, eh? Forgot how to do it. You won't put the big girl on top, mate.
Big girl goes on top, boy.
But no. Been a bit slack. The other car's still in pieces, so hopefully have that out ready meeting in Rotorua, but got a new motor to put in that, but just need to get cracking, eh?
He just cruises. But AJ, mate, I've got to say, your car, I've seen all the photos over Facebook and the feedback and the commentary around the look of your car. Outstanding, mate. Brilliant job by the graph work and the whole concept looks bloody stunning.
Yeah, cheers, matey. Appreciate it. It came up good. I mean, the livery was done up by my man at JG Designs. He does a hell of a design, and quite similar to last year, but we just changed it up a bit. And then a good family friend of ours, Dwayne Rolf, that does all my paint, and he just picks it up every year and sees what he's got lying around, and he had something freaky in the back of his mind, and that came up grouse, mate. So yeah, we'll enjoy it while it's nice and clean and straight, because after this weekend I say it should be a bit sore, but it came out real good. I was stoked with it.
Yeah. Common question
At least
always.
Good if it doesn't go fast, eh?
You guys, you know what's going to happen on bloody Saturday? You two going to take each other out on purpose, eh? What do you say?
That's the hot laps. Leave them for the hot laps.
It'll be the hot laps, or Alan will leave. Won't bloody shotgun me or leave me open, eh? No doubt.
Hey, Cameron's got a question there for the both years. The normal question we asked the two boys earlier. Favorite track and why?
Big dog.
Probably, mostly it'd have to be Rotorua. Don't venture too much out at the moment, but back in the stock car days, it would have been probably Stratford. Used to always enjoy going there. But keep it to the home track. It's always well prepared and good track to race it in.
Yeah,
AJ? I'm same with Alan. Rotorua would be my favourite by far. Stan and his track prep is just second to none. Whether it be a club night or a championship, it's always the best day. But after that, I do enjoy going to Palmy. Quite wide open, fast track, and but Rotorua hands down.
Both just venturing through to Napier come early January for the New Zealand champs.
Alan?
No,
no,
not me. I have to jump on a plane again. The missus booked another one.
Hey, this is what I got to deal with. You got to skip it at me to lead from the front, and he's MIA. But we'll head over there, mate. We'll head over there on the Thursday. They got a shakedown, I believe. Yeah. And old Mr. James Buckrill has just has put us up for a bit of accommodation for some crayfish and some flips. They will be more than happy to comply. So we'll go spin some laps on the Thursday, and then Friday we'll be into it.
All right.
Just so
traveling the world.
So, are you going to be back for 240s?
Yeah. I'll be back into it then. I get back on the only thing we leave on the 22nd December. Get back on the 6th, so Won't have time to zoom down to Napier, even if the car's ready. So, unfortunately, we didn't know when we booked. We didn't know when the dates were. So, fortunately, it panned out like that. But
traditionally, it's the first weekend of January.
Yeah,
Traditionally, mate.
sure.
So Nelson,
Yeah.
Nelson 2025 will be the first week of January. Giving you the heads up now.
We'll make the next one. Yeah. But nah, it's good. Rotorua's got a few good big meetings on. The charity meet and then the 240s in the North Island. So there'll be a bit of racing at Rotorua.
And the triples.
Good meetings there.
And the triples, yeah, next weekend, triples.
Try to go back to back, for that one.
Both of us will be at the triples. Booker and I will be at the triples next weekend. So looking forward to that.
I'll be at the Rotorua track on Monday.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I saw the entry list of people, so it's looking quite good. A few out of towners, so should be a good night. I'm sure there's more to come.
AJ from Blair Erlenberg, what's on the playlist on the bus heading to the track on Saturday, bro? What's on the playlist? Blair's asking.
Oh, Blair, what's on the playlist on the way to the track? Well, I don't have my mate
Spice
Jordan
Girls.
Deere in there. I don't have my mate Jordan Deere in there with me. If it was with Jordan, it'd be a bit of S Club 7 or a bit of Finger Boy. But not too sure yet. I'll have to maybe borrow his playlist.
Alan reckons Spice Girls. You might have to put the Spice Girls on, mate.
Yeah, I know I have to borrow one of his CDs.
Just for the both years from Nicholas, what team is your favourite team to race against?
Skip.
Yeah, tough one, eh?
Yeah, tough one.
Yeah.
Just trying to think of the teams we've raced. I don't know. We always seem to come up against, like Wanganui and Bay Park all the time, really. But we don't really draw Gisborne in that much, which is a bit down. We don't get to go up against those boys too much. But I wouldn't say I really have a favourite because every time you race them, it's different, eh? So
yeah.
And everyone's cars these days are all top cars. So yeah, I don't know. Probably maybe Wellington. I like going against those boys. Yeah.
Yeah. AJ?
I would probably have to say Christchurch probably be one of my highlights. The Glen Eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, ever since we had our first good derby against them, the year I believe they won it was just one of our pool matches, so to speak, and that was a good blowout, eh? And then ever since then, it's we've had a few good derbies against them, eh? And Jaden, Harley, and those boys, they're an unreal team, and they just seem to gel so well together. So I'd probably have to say, Christchurch, those buggers.
All right. Talking of Jaden, he's got a question there for both years. Do they still love a dirty track or prepping for a dry one?
I always love a dirt track, but
I know Jaden does well on all sorts of different surfaces. He's well adjusted, that boy. So.
Yeah. So I won't ask you, Alan, for Evan here. I know because you're not going to the GP. Are you going to go to the GP 1st, 2nd December, AJ?
Is that Wanganui?
Yeah, Wongas, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't entered just yet. But I think it's on our calendar to try and get down there. Well, I've only ever raced there once when they had the New Zealanders a couple of years ago. And we managed to bag a win there, and it's actually quite a full-on track, eh? That 1 and 2 is quite naughty, It's like
When's that on?
Rotorua.
1st and 2nd of December.
1st and 2nd of December. So, it's still on the cards, but we haven't put our entry form in yet.
All right, mate.
You're off fishing. You'll be fishing that day, aren't you? I'm sure you're fishing, yeah.
No, I'm committed, mate. I'm a race car driver.
When do you fly away, Alan?
22nd.
When do you fly? So, okay, so you're out of this one I'm going to bring up.
Yeah.
Are you going to be at Ross Ashby's father's memorial race on the 28th of December then, AJ? The one at Bay Park. I said there's a good turnout.
Yeah, that was something I was speaking to Horse the other day, and unfortunately, we had to, with family, we only get X amount of days off over that Christmas time and New Year's giving staff off. So, unfortunately, we're actually booked away for a couple of days over that time. But we would love to come and support that. And it looks like it's got a hell of a lot of interest. And Rodney Wood's actually got that track pumping really good, which is good to see, as prep and stuff. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to do that one, but we would love to go over and support Horse and the boys over there at some stage.
All right. For you, Alan, Sparky's got a question here, mate. if you win this weekend, or when you win this weekend, how many black hearts will you destroy, mate?
Ooh, we'll fill the pockets up with you, eh? Like, haven't smashed a black heart in ages, really. But
Yeah.
we can always do it again, eh?
Oh,
There's one from Cole Moore. Question for Alan. How does it feel to be the best block man in the country?
Oh, I don't know if I'm the best, but
Is he growing?
I think Cole's going on a holiday with him, AJ.
Yeah.
Replace his
Oh,
wife's
no.
feet.
You just try your best, eh? And if they stick on your bumper, it's all good. But I wouldn't say I'm the best out there.
Yeah. All right. So
It's good to
AJ
have
from
fans,
Way
though.
Not.
Oh, sorry, Kins, go.
Yeah. And okay. What's your best memorable hit? This is from Way Not, and best memorable hit you can remember that you actually laid on someone on the track.
Oh, best memorable hit.
Do you hit people?
Little taps, just little taps.
Yeah,
Probably.
I love taps.
It's probably one that probably resulted in probably not the outcome I wanted to. Probably hurt one of my mates. You never intentionally intend to actually hurt someone really bad, but it was probably against the Giants a couple of years ago in the Westbury, and I got Nick Valance off the going into 3. He didn't see me coming. He was caught up with Alan there, and so yeah, that was probably my one that actually came off good, and I carried on. Blew out on my mirrors, so that was a little bit hard trying to find a bit of glass on my lap and use a little bit of a panel for a mirror for the rest of the race. But yeah, that was probably the biggest one I've done. Yeah.
Alan?
Yeah, it's probably that one, obviously, with Sauce at the Green Eagles one. Obviously, gets around a bit and still getting around, so it's quite good to see that one. Quite good to watch it back.
Yeah, he thought that Screaming Six was going to get around you. He thought so on 10-2, was it?
10-2, yeah.
Felt like he should have got me a hot dog there.
So obviously with you two, so obviously with you two, you'll be doing 240s. That's a given, no doubt. Then of course, I'm guessing preparation again for the Rebels for Palmy come Waitangi weekend.
Yeah, for sure. We'll lock in. I actually didn't do the 240s last year. We were in Singapore, so I was unfortunate missed that one. But that's one that we're looking forward to. Hey,
Jet setter.
But we're looking through that one, mate. We'll go there, support our own club doing that, and that's always one. That's a big one on our calendar for everyone. It's massive, that meeting, and having the Brits come over as well has been awesome and support. And then we'll reassess everyone doing laps and stuff, and leave it up to the management to select the team going forward to Palmy teams come Waitangi weekend.
Yeah. Hey, prep wise, we asked Ethan and Tim earlier on, and both are very similar. They watch a lot of in-car video footage, especially for Palmy. Do you do anything in preparation? How do you prep yourselves in regards to teams?
Probably not too much prep. Probably not as much as you should, but we do watch. I have watched a few of the other teams' races before on YouTube and see how they go and what roles each one kind of always play, but not too much in car really. Besides myself, but but not a lot of prep really. I probably should do more to bring to the team, but yeah.
You just cruise for the day. What about you, AJ?
Yeah, he's a snail. He's a cruiser, that fella. Probably not. Like I do enjoy a lot. Like enjoy watching a bunch of racing on Facebook and clips and teams races. But probably the week of, I probably watch once their draw comes out. Watch the latest and greatest, what they've done previous events and how they start a race in certain roles and how they try and dictate races. But not a huge watcher of it. But yeah, come week before, just trying to figure out what they're going to do and the best you can. And I mean, you can watch as much clips as you can, and it changes in the first corner, so you got to be willing to adapt pretty fast and read a race.
When you take a look, and we spoke to the Giants boys, and there's that development team coming through, and when you take a look at some of these younger ones coming on through, and they're just amping and itching to jump into any team's event. Yeah, the future looks good, especially through the class. And we talk about the mini stocks. Then they're moving up to whether it's stock cars or super stocks, the pinnacle of them in either class to do teams, eh?
Yeah, no, it's real good. I think the numbers that Rotorua is always growing, and as we said, there's usually a few stock car guys moving up each year, and I think we got 10 guys now, I think, put their name down for the Rebels this year, so it's quite good.
Wow.
I'm not too sure if they're planning on doing that in-house teams racing thing again or not. I haven't seen it on the calendar, but that'll be always good for everyone to have a go against each other, even though it's not full-on teams racing. It's a bit of gentlemen's rules, but it still gives everyone a chance to put their foot forward and show them what they can do, and it doesn't leave anyone out, But so hopefully they do put that together. We'll see.
Mate, 240s, it's on your home track. You got the big R on the side of your numbers. Mate, that 240s thing, sell it to people who have never been there. Booker went and experienced it for the first time earlier this year, and he's got the bug. It's no different if you go to Palmy teams. You catch the bloody bug.
Oh.
What is it? What is it about the 240s, in your eyes, because you're local guys at your home track, and, mate, it brings thousands of people out. It's hard to get a bloody seat. You see more tarps and you see guys carrying couches up the bloody crowd. So what is it? What is it about 240? Sell it.
I think something about that's unique probably about the 240s is first of all, I mean, it's held in Rotorua, a massive tourist city, and then obviously you're bringing those UK buggers in, and it gets sold as such a big world event. And just kind of the structure of it, how Sonia and now Sam will carry it on, how they line the drivers up and the engagement of drivers, and just trying to include everyone. And news travels pretty fast, especially in Rotorua in the Speedway community. I just think that engagement with the crowd and having the Britain drivers over as well is a massive selling point, and being in a tourist town as well. So, yeah, there's something about it that's just absolutely next level. That's just like the Palmy teams, and it's just the top of the mountain, isn't it, really?
It's just, I think it's just, hearing the roar of all those bloody $100,000 machines getting out there and revving out to 10 grand and getting dealt to, getting damaged, and you just got to watch the last race of the final, and you know what it's all about. It's a bloody carnage out there,
mate.
So it's good to be a part of.
Well, I love it. That was the intensity. I couldn't get over the intensity. How much more it is at that meeting. Like, you think the Friday night is quick, and then you get to the finals and it just goes up another level, and I don't understand how it gets that extra level of intensity and speed from one night to the next. You think everybody's at full because they're trying to qualify, because there's not that many go through, but the next morning, the next night, man, and that final third race, nothing on the planet compares to that. I'm sorry. That's
chaos, and like you said, like even I think it might even be like what the top 3 or top 4 go through. You've got all these drivers trying to get through. There's no room for any sort of mistake, and so just qualifying in itself is next level, And then obviously when you go to finals, like you said, Booker, it's just they just bang another gear. You don't know how they do it, and it's certainly something special and quite cool. How the local mayor, or whatever you want to call it, she's calling out there, starting to start their engines, and you got 26 of the world, the world's fastest drivers all in one place. So she's on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's Tapsel's the mayor of the area, eh?
Sorry?
There's a young Tapsel, Tracy Tanya?
Yes, that's her. Yeah. She got elected a little while ago, eh? And she seems to be doing well. And I mean, supporting the local bloody Rotorua stock car track. Where else would you want to be on a Saturday night?
Well, she's always bloody there. But, it also got to recognise the Hickeys, what they've done around this event and made it as it is today as well. They've done huge. But, hey, there's the Luge, the Lava Hut. There's so much to do there. And like you said, the key part of it is the tourist side of things. But the focus, obviously, this Saturday is tell the weather to piss off, and let's get into some racing for the Pollock Cranes Teens Invitation. Anything else you boys want to say, you Roosters? Anything else?
You running down your sponsors, Alan?
No, I haven't actually. Just the usual case, eh? No. Awesome, mate. Awesome, you guys, eh? It's good to be able to interact and obviously give a bit of banter back and let everyone interact. And obviously, a huge up to all our sponsors that are involved every year, and back in the Rebels boys and all the family and crew. And should be hopefully it's on, and hopefully we don't miss out again, but it should be a good weekend. Well
done, mate. Well covered up. You've done well. Well done. You've done really good.
Machine. Done really good, Alan.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Really
AJ.
good. But nah, just the same, just echo what Alan said. Really appreciate what you guys do, and like we come on here and there's a bit of banter and can go back and forth, and it just probably takes the elephant out of the room and just lightens the room and gives, I suppose, everyone else a bit of a different perspective of us. I mean, we do enjoy our racing, but we enjoy a bit of banter and being around our mates. So yeah, really appreciate you guys and what you do, all your hard work. And Sam Ashton, Rotorua Stock Car Club, and let's go this weekend. Auckland,
Bring
it on.
And
Auckland,
all starts
we're on.
Friday night. It all starts Friday night at the Huntley Club Rooms with the Heart Kids auction. So if you're going to make it, come up the Friday as well, people, and there'll be drivers there as well. I don't know. Oh, what happened to Alan then? Just and back. So join us.
And we did get told, Booker, that there's a package of Rotorua Rebel stuff coming your way. They got put on the courier yesterday, mate. So hopefully you guys get that.
That'll be
and someone forks out a bit of money.
Cool.
That'd be my place.
That's going to Kins's place here. I'm everything's sent to him because I'm parked up behind the Huntley Club Rooms right now. So,
right,
yeah. Well, I think the fan van will be there, so I think there's still some merch left over from last year, and then obviously I think we got a new kit in the mix to reveal at Palmy. So
cool.
There'll be new merch and that coming out then, and new bodies for the car. So
4XL,
hopefully she all
4XL.
looks mixed again.
Got to have a 4XL. You got the 4XL.
I heard Ethan saying, weren't you a slim fit XL there, Booker? I'm sure you'll be right.
Yeah, like I said, when I was one, mate.
Yeah. I will get one done for you, my mate.
Always enjoy
a
it,
pleasure, gentlemen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Always.
Really, what it's about.
Yeah, exactly. Having fun. Shane Turner, Sup AJ, and up the Rebels and Ellen as well. So yeah, Brody Goodley Rebels having new stuff coming. Yeah, that's right. So there you go. Anyway, boys, always good to have a bit of laugh and fun. That's what it's all about. You got to enjoy yourself. But we leave the work to you guys on the track. Safe travels to Huntley, all those just up the road for you. Safe flight overseas too, Alan. Enjoy your time away. Have a good time, mate. Have a good time.
Clocking up those miles, mate.
Yeah. Yes,
I just go where I'm told to.
Yeah.
Pack the bag and off I go.
That's the one.
Don't miss the flight.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you looking at her. She watching you, eh?
Yeah.
The old boss is watching you. Look. Hey, mate. That'll do it. We'll catch up at the track on Saturday. We'll see you boys there, eh? Safe travels, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you very much, you two.
Cheers.
Champion.
It is. Cheers. Oh, mate. Yeah, how good are those two? Always bring
Always
a laugh
fun,
and
mate.
a bit
Always
of fun.
fun. We knew it was going to be a fun night tonight, didn't we, eh?
Yeah. It's
I
cool
see.
fun.
I've been watching. I've been busy. I haven't paid a lot of attention tonight, unfortunately. I've been watching the figures and the adjustments for some reason tonight. Our frame rates are a bit funny, but I hope the stream was good for everybody out there. It looked like it was working okay. So, yeah, let me know if you did have any problems at your end. We've got another show tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're talking with the
Busters
and Kiki.
Yep.
Busters
Kiki,
and
yep.
Kiki tomorrow night. So join in again, 7:30. We'll be ready to go. But thank you for joining tonight with us, kids. It's been good fun, mate.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome fun. It's always going to be fun catching up with the Giants and the Rebels, and looking forward to tomorrow night's guests. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun as well. So tune back in tomorrow at 7:30. We'll do it all again on Thursday. We'll be live as well for those who are going to be at Huntley International Speedway for the auction, and we'll do the online bidding as well. And then let's hope we go racing on Saturday. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your Tuesday. We'll catch you back tomorrow at 7:30. Trackside with Kokpit.
Thank you.
During those first few hours, we had no idea. We came out of hospital, no complications. He was a perfectly healthy baby boy to us. The next morning, the midwives noticed that he was a little blue around the lips, and we were rushed to Starship. And from that point on, we had about 20 doctors and specialists trying to figure out what was wrong with him. Initially, they thought he might have an infection, but soon they discovered he had a heart defect, and quite a serious one, meaning he had to have immediate surgery just to keep him alive. I just remember looking into the ICU and the surgeon giving us a thumbs up and thinking, what a little fighter he was. Less than a week later, he had undergone open heart surgery to repair his heart, and a year on, we still have to remind ourselves what he's been through and what the future holds for him. It's probably more than any of us will have to deal with in a lifetime, and he's just one of so many kids that have to battle this for the rest of their lives. Some will need multiple surgeries and some won't make it past their teens. Heart Kids have been there for us right from the start, and they'll continue to be there every step of the way.